Because ladies first. They said ladies first, so you know you got to start, Coco. All right. I love your earrings, by the way. So I just want to say to you guys, thank you for coming to the networking experience. I do want to say, shh, in the background. I do want to say thank you, Coco. Thank you, Scoop, for coming. I chose you guys for the networking experience because I honor you guys' work ethic. I think you guys stay focused on your journey. I've talked to both of you guys on my podcast, and I felt like you guys can give some gems to the experience here. So I want to start with Coco. When I talked to you a couple of months ago, you said you weren't a baker. You learned from YouTube.
Yes, YouTube and Google.
YouTube and Google.
Yes. So my name is Coco, and I'm the owner of Coco's Lip Smacking Cupcakes, and I'm located in Lakewood, over by the Lakewood Mall. So I have a bakery. I opened it up about a year ago in October. I have a cupcake food truck. I have a cupcake cart, and yeah, I'm a self-taught baker. Taught myself everything I know. I do cupcakes, custom cupcakes, peach cobbler, cookies, and yeah, YouTube and Google was my best friends.
So you one day woke up and said you want to be a baker, or how did that happen?
I used to bake for fun, just out the box, and then I've always been like a creative person, like arts and crafts and DIY stuff. So I just wanted to teach myself how to bake from scratch, and yeah, I kind of did. Just was like, I'm gonna start a business. But I mean, I had no idea, it would be this. But yeah.
And it's this. Are you proud of yourself?
I am very proud of myself. I was able to leave my corporate job that I was at for about 13 years in 2019. So right before the pandemic, actually. I was able to leave my full-time job and become a full-time entrepreneur.
And it's crazy because right before the pandemic, you thought you was going to be booming right after that job because you like, people going to want, and then the pandemic happened. How did that happen? How did that journey go?
It was actually a blessing for me because I have the food truck. So when all the restaurants were shut down, everyone was coming to the food trucks because we were still able to be open. So I was out on the food truck every week, every chance that I got, going to different spots. I was on Manchester and Western. I was over in Bixby Knolls, and I was just on the truck, and that really helped boost my business. But that was why I wanted the truck before I even wanted a bakery, because I wanted to be able to go to different areas and build up my clientele pretty much, and I wanted people to know my name, so by the time I opened the bakery, people would know who I was. Well, that was also a wake-up call because nobody still know who I was, but I did
You be thinking they know, but they don't know?
I did have a good following, but it's like every time I transition into something new with my business, it's like I'm starting over. Yes. So with the storefront, I'm starting over.
How was it starting over? I know you had a journey where it was up and down, was it? And when you were going up and down, did you ever think like, I'm gonna be back and I'm gonna be better? Or did you say, I'm gonna open up a store like you did?
That's interesting. So it was up and down, but I always knew that I wanted a storefront. I knew that that was my vision. So on top of manifesting and praying for it, I also was working for it. When I got the truck, I had no idea how I was going to get it. I just knew that that was what I was going to get, and I was working towards it, and then that happened. So with the bakery, when I applied for it, that was only the second location I'd have ever applied for, and I just applied just to see if I could get it. I didn't really think I was gonna get it, but I got it, and I had to do a full build out. So that took almost a year, and during that time, that was probably the hardest time of my life in my business, because I really didn't think those doors were gonna open. It was a lot of work, a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of tears, but I made it. Thank God I have a great support system. My family is here, my best friend.
Nothing like support.
Yeah, they all come through for me whenever I need them. So, by the grace of God, I'm here.
I love that. How important is it to keep God first in this journey? Because even if you don't believe, you got to believe in something. Right. So having that higher belief in something, does that keep you more motivated than anything?
For sure. I have to keep my faith very strong, because I think someone else already touched on this. You have to have faith. You have to, because literally everything that we're doing is paying our bills.
Yes.
So I have high hopes for every day that I open the bakery that, oh, it's gonna be a great day at the bakery. I'm gonna make so much money. And there's times where I make less than $200 in a whole day. But I can't do nothing but come back the very next day and say, all right, so now I'm here today. And today's gonna be a better day than yesterday. Sometimes it is, and there's sometimes it's not. And I wanna cry, but it's like I remind myself, what is crying gonna do? Because I used to be stressed out all the time, but I remind myself that's not gonna do anything. So I have to just remember to keep praying and keep having faith, and just, God didn't bring me this far to let me fail. So I have to remind myself of that.
You believe it's only up from here, right?
It better be, it's only up. But that's a part of my prayer, to keep me going forward and never take me backwards.
Yes. Keep you going forward. What keeps you going forward? What keeps you keep going forward?
Honestly, when I think about how far I've come, because I think that something that entrepreneurs, we fail to do is celebrate our small wins.
Yes.
And I struggle with that a lot. Like, it'd be my friends and family that will remind me like, oh my God, you did that, oh my God, you did that. And I'm like, okay, but I'm not where I wanna be. But it's like, it's almost like you're slapping God in the face, like, look at everything that he's done for you, all your small wins to get you where you're at. So that's what I try and focus on.
I love that. Can you leave us with something that you keep with you every day, something that you say to yourself every day to keep you going? Do you say, what type of prayer do you say, or do you manifest it every day like, oh, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna do? Is it something that you say to yourself?
Yeah, every day I pray for a positive and productive day. I pray that today will be a better day than yesterday. I pray that I'll be a better business owner, a better person in general than I was the day before. And I pray that you will continue to keep my business successful and that we continue to go forward.
I love that. Give it up for Coco. Make sure you check out Lip Smacking Coco's, okay?